Hey YouTube, how the heck you doing? I'm doing great and I hope you are too. Getting through the holidays now, and we just had our Black Friday right after Thanksgiving, so I enjoyed my Thanksgiving. I hope you did too. Picked up a little something over the Black Holiday season here though, and that is the illuminated wireless keyboard by Satechi. So I've been wanting to get a backlit keyboard here for quite a while, because my original one that I've been using for my studio setup is the original Apple one that they've had for quite a while with aluminum design and enclosure. I've really enjoyed that all the time that I've used that. Typically I use it with the trackpad that Apple has, and it works great and I really like it. But once in a while I do like to have some illumination on my keyboard to see what I'm typing on, because I do some editing in the late hours with the lights out and just the light of the screen beating down on me. So let's open up this guy and see what it's like. So we'll go ahead and open up the little tape on the side here for this little guy. Pop open the edge and let's just see. Now this is Bluetooth wireless, connects up to 3 devices, so I can use it for some other things, maybe even Xbox or whatever. Aluminum construction, just like the Apple ones. As a backlit keyboard, not like the Apple one. And can charge it with my USB-C port. So let's pull this guy out. Nothing else in the box there. It's in a little tray, so let me just pop it out of the tray. Try to pop it out of the tray. There we go. It's all in its plastic. Underneath you have a couple cables. You got USB-C to USB-C, and then you got USB-A to USB-C. So either way you can power that. You've got a couple little bumps to put on the back of your keyboard to give it a little elevation as needed. Little instructions in both English and probably some other language that I don't quite know yet. This gives you the drop down or the ins and out of what that keyboard can do. But let's get this off of here and try to quietly take that off there. Now that's got a nice look and everything. The keys are kind of indented in the center, so like your fingertips can kind of rest kind of like on the indentation of the keys. It's got the full keypad on the side. It's got your arrows down in the corner here, and then it's your typical QWERTY keyboard laid out for the US. Got your F keys all at the top there. You got some functional keys there. You got brightness, you got lookup, you got keyboard brightness, you got your speaker. So overall, let's see if we can compare it to the Apple one. It's about the same length as the Apple one, aside from the 10 keys at the end of the keyboard there. Thickness wise, a little bit thicker. You got more of an angle. Apple has that thin profile and then the little battery operated connection at the bottom or top there. It's got the nice space gray coloring, so it's going to match up with my MacBook Pro pretty good with the space gray. I like the keyboard in the black. Let's see, on the top here you got your USB port to charge it. You got probably the infrared connection, and then right here is the power switch that you have. It's gone ahead and it does have some power to it. Well, it did have power to it. It just died. So no lighting. I have to power that up. See how that lights up. Let me see. So it did light for a little bit. See if I can get some keyboard lightness to it. No, nothing going on. So it did light up for a second. It doesn't have any kind of charge that's going to hold it for very long. Yeah, it pretty much peters out right away. Well, let me go ahead and compare it to the Apple one. Being on, it's probably got the same key travel that the Apple keyboard does. Keys are a little bit smaller only because they rounded off the corners. Apple has more square keys. The Satechi has rounded corners but still kind of squared off around the edges or sides. They got the little starter on your F and J for those that can type without looking. Never could. I always have to look. I can do pretty good for a while not looking at the keys while I type, but not for very long, like I said. You got your indicators at the top for capitalization. You got your function key, LED that will show up, and then you got your green light that will say that you have power going to it, as you can see, and it's gone. So I'm going to put this through this paces over the next few weeks or so. Put it up to my Apple keyboard. It's probably got the same angle right now that the Apple keyboard does. If I put it up a little bit using these little rubber guys, I don't know if I will or not, because they are 3M adhesive on the back. You don't even have to really stick these onto the back. You just place them on the desk, set the keyboard on it, and you're ready to go. Unless you want to move it around too much. It gives you a nice little elevation. When you're done with it, just grab these, put it back in their little plastic bag or in your drawer of your desk or whatever you might have, and you're ready to do some typing. So that is the Backlit wireless keyboard by Satechi. I'll try to do some, I'll do a little charge up, get some backlit going for you guys, do a little B-roll at the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one.